thick, juicy meat wrapped in between soft, fluffy buns. Today, I'm going to be making the world's most popular dish, the burger. According to my Food Wars knowledge, the burger has 4 main components: the bun, the meat, the pickles, and the sauce. For the buns, I'm going to be making a very simplified milk bun, which I'm going to start with some yeast, and I'm going to put some milk and a bit of sugar to activate it. After that, I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to measure out our flour. I started out with 2 cups of flour here. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to baking. This hobby is an art form, so it's supposed to be relaxing. I don't measure it out perfectly, and I just go by feel. And later on, you can see I can adjust the amount of flour needed. Then I'm gonna go with 3/4 cups of milk. Then I'm gonna crack 1 egg, and I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna mix it with my chopstick so I don't have any extra utensils to wash. And then I realized that the dough was still a bit too wet, so I'm gonna add in a bit of flour, and once it's adequately homogenized, I'm gonna knead it on my cutting board, and then I'm gonna set it aside to rest. I set it aside for about 30 minutes, and once it's done resting, I'm gonna flour my cutting board, and I'm gonna transfer the dough out. I'm gonna flatten the air out of it, and I'm gonna portion it. Initially, I wanted to portion it into 8s, and then I realized that it's a bit too small when after you press out all the air, so I went for a double portion, which I then portion it into 4s. Without the air, it looks it looks normal, it looks adequate, but I realized that was a big mistake, because after proofing, it was way too big to be a burger bun. But the show must go on, you can't back down now. So I'm gonna give it an egg wash and sprinkle some salt on it before I put it in the oven, and it's gonna bake at 180 Celsius until the tops are brown like this, deep dark brown. I did not put a timer for that. So when the buns are baking, you can go and slice your pickles, and then you can prepare your sauce. Mine is simple, which is mayo, mustard, and ketchup. Is the traditional burger sauce that everybody knows. Then I'm gonna grease the pan and sear off the patty. You want to give it a good sear, and don't forget to season your meat. Look at those buns. So we're gonna start by constructing our burger bun, followed by the sauce, and then some pickles, and then you're gonna put the patty on top of that, a bit more sauce, and then more pickle soup, and then slice. Look at that ooze, that juice, that fat. Compulsory burger cross section and burger squish test. Look at that juice. So delicious. Do the happy dance while eating. Take a big bite, and bye bye. So good.